This is my tribute to my dear friend Tom Kerley, July 4th, 2012. I met Tom in 1970. I was an 8th grade farm boy, and Tom was a long-haired city kid. We didn't pay much attention to each other, but later on in high school, we became good friends, and after high school, we lived together in this house briefly. Tom and his friend, our friend Steve Stebbins, lived in the house up there on the right side of the house. They worked in this pea cannery, which is gone now. The warehouses remain. They worked canning peas, and I worked out in the field as a pea combine operator. We lived briefly together here. Tom and Steve stayed up there in that right side. That was one big room, that whole north wing of the house. The door up there, you can see in the corner, I'll point at it here, led out onto the porch right there. We couldn't go out there because we would break the roof. It was just tar, and it would make the roof leak down onto the porch below, so we weren't permitted to go out there. I used Jerry Rafferty's music, Baker Street, because in 1978, around the 4th of July, that was filling the airwaves, and I can never think of Tom, and I could never think of this home. Whenever I hear that song, I can't think about that song without thinking about living here, and my friendship with Tom. It always brings me back here, so it underscores this video. I lived up on the left side of the house. There was no fence or gate or sidewalk here. Other than that, it remains much the same. That door in the middle there that you see is not in use now, and it wasn't in use then. Otherwise, the house looks very much the same. Over here is what I assume is the remainder of Blanche's rose garden. Blanche Damaris. She worked as in the medical field as an assistant to brain surgeons. Even in World War I, she worked with brain surgeons. And the side entrance where we gained access to the home, I'll point to it here. Right there. That's where we went in to go upstairs. And this area to the left here, that was all rose garden back in those days. I wish I could have held the camera more still. In 1978, Tom lost his life here. In that little apartment in the back there, Tom would stay there from time to time during his college days. Right back there was the rose garden. Tom worked at the cannery and stayed at this house. We were good friends. Tom was a kind and loving and a gentle soul, and I love him and I miss him all these years later. Never heard him say a bad word about anyone. He just wasn't that type of guy. He was such a good guy. Loved the outdoors, and hard worker. Went to college. I always felt good anytime I was with Tom. He always had such a calming influence on me. I would tell him my troubles, especially how lonely I was, and I didn't believe I'd ever have a girl that cared anything about me. And Tom said, Oh yeah, you will. Someday there'll be a girl for you. We used to park out here. Yeah, I found me a girl, and she lives with me in this truck. Been married 2 years and 9 months now, and she travels with me all over the United States, and that's the truck that we travel in. She's my sweetheart. Her name's Mary Ellen, and I've told her about Tom. She loves Tom too. On July 5th, 1978, Tom's mom, Nancy, asked Steve Stebbins and I to come over here and collect Tom's worldly goods from the room up there that he was staying in. His 59 Chevy pickup was parked over there on the west side of the house under the shade of the tree, and we packed up Tom's stuff and drove it back to La Grande to his family, Dave, Nancy, his little brother, and his sisters, Lucy and Linda. And God be with you till we meet again, Tom. I sure love you. I sure miss you. All these years later.
Till we meet again. As counsels God uphold you, where the sheep securely fold you. So God be with you till we meet again.
The former site of the Rogers Peak Cannery where Tom worked,
be with you till we
saved
meet
money to go to college.
again. When life's perils thick found you, puts his arms failing round you. God be with you till we meet.
I love you, Tom.
Till we meet. Till we meet.
I miss you.
Till we meet. Jesus.
I know. I'll see you again
Till we
someday.
meet. Till we meet. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Keep love's banner floating o'er you. Smile death's threatening wave before you. So God be with you